Alright guys, welcome back to take 4 of this podcast. I don't know how many times I've told this story. I've told it to a camera that no one's looking at, like it's just me and this camera. I've told it to the camera 3 times already. Realized the first 2 times I recorded it with this camera, which is my brand new camera that I shoot my videos with, and it only records up to 22 minutes and 32 seconds. And I've been doing research to try to fix it. It hasn't fixed it. Then I get on my iPhone and my phone's dead, so I try to do the wireless mic capability and charge it at the same time because it's only at 29%. It doesn't pick this mic up, so we're doing great. The universe doesn't want me to do this podcast, but guess what? I'm freaking doing it. Listen, I know in the past we've talked about. I did the big YAPS only. We did 2 episodes. We did a 4-hole episode, and then we did a full 9, me basically just playing and talking. What I'm going to end up doing is, let me actually make sure that this is recording. Okay, so it is recording. We don't have to worry about anything. We're cool. So, like I said, we're going to try to figure that out. If you guys know anything about Sony cameras, I don't know shit. I've always recorded videos on, I mean, I played video games for like 12 years and made content with that. You think I could figure out this thing? But I can't. I don't know what it's about. I've been watching videos and I thought that I had it on lock. I don't. I'm so far away from it. I know there's ways that people use these cameras and they just record forever. And they do podcasts with them. I mean, I work for 2 podcasts. I know they use Red cameras and stuff like this. So I talked to the one guy and he's like, yeah, automatically quits recording after 29 minutes. You have to restart it manually. I'm like, that's stupid. There's got to be a way. Looked it up on YouTube. There's a way. I did it. Doesn't work. So basically what we're going to talk about today is, this podcast basically, real quick, I'm going to be doing stuff like this every week. Probably going to start doing it on Wednesdays. I know this video is coming out on Thursday. Bite me. But I want to talk about my experience yesterday at, I ended up going to the Memorial Tournament. I don't know if I said that. I've said it 18 times. So if I've said, I don't know if I've said that, you got to forgive me, okay? We've done this way too much, okay? My production team is awful. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I wish I had people that were just gurus at this and could just record and do the editing for me. I would make 1 billion videos a day. But we went to the Memorial Tournament, got a nice little lanyard, and I also got a little hat. Check it out, okay? Can flex on people, show that I went to the tournament. Ended up getting tickets from my buddy who had an extra one. He got free tickets to go to the practice round. This is a practice round that I went to, and honestly, if you're listening to this podcast and you've never been to a tournament and you're thinking about going to the tournament, well, guess what? This is the perfect video for you because I know you probably already get a stiffy right now from watching golf. Well, you're going to have to, I mean, your girlfriend's going to be like, are you cheating on me? Let me see the nudes that you're getting because this is going to be, you're just going to get fully aroused. If I had to, it's so hard because I can't. I'm trying to think if I've said it in this podcast or not because I'm like, I've already said that. This experience for me was easily in the top 3 in my 27 years. I had a great time. I got to see the people that I wanted to see, got to see some good golf, really nice course. The course condition was amazing. I'm just going to start. If I've repeated myself, I'm sorry. So the course condition, best courses I've ever been to in my life. Jack Nicklaus course. It looked hard, but it looked like one of those courses where I wanted to go out to my trunk, grab my bag, and just play. See how well I play it. Can I break 90 at that course? I say why not? I think I could. I could break 90. I could probably get low 80s. It doesn't look like a super hard course, but my ass would be in the rough a lot. So if I would just like tone down the drives and not try to hit straight yaps, I think I would be okay. But I watched golf all day today, and right now Colin Morikawa is winning. He's 6 under. I think Xander is 5 under, and there's been one rain delay at 2 o'clock, and there's another one currently as I'm recording this at 5:30. So, yeah, the course was nice. The weather was actually not too bad. We had a 90% chance the whole day Once we got there, we were there for about an hour. It rained for like 30 minutes, and then it just sprinkled like on and off the rest of the day. So it wasn't even bad. I didn't even use an umbrella. That's how like not bad it was. I was real happy with the result of the weather, that it held off so I can actually have a good experience there, because it seems like today would be a disaster to go and watch as a spectator because they've been called in twice. And the first time was a 2-hour delay, and we're going on about an hour and a half right now on the second one. And like I said, I live 45 minutes away from Dublin, and I see blue skies right now, so it's looking like it might clear up to where they can finish it. I mean, it's going to be rough. My guess is they're probably going to have to push it in the morning and have those guys play and finish their round off tomorrow. Because I think Bryson and then like the second featured group's only like through 2 or 3 holes. But the course was great. I mean, I wanted to play it so bad. It made me, honestly, this experience made me want to compete more. Well, not more. Compete in general. I've never done anything competitive golf-wise. Maybe want to compete, maybe want to get better, get a coach, get a training coach, play every day, get at that level. Can I do it? Yes, I know I can. So, I actually have some news at the end of this about competing in tournaments. But basically, we pulled up to Dublin. We parked at the 19th hole. It's what it's called. It is a little spot for spectators to come in and leave as they're coming and going. I don't even know what the hell. So you walk through this place, you go across, bam, where you at? You're at the 6 tee box. We're walking in behind 6 tee box. Walking up 6. I can see people on the green down 6, but I can't tell who it is. But we look left, bam, who is it? Mullet Gang. We got Cameron Smith sitting there putting on the green. I think I took videos of basically all this, so I'll be able to show you guys. I'll do like little cuts of Cameron Smith. So I think I have a video of Cameron Smith. I'll show it now.
The bigger names are out early.
Yeah.
So yeah, we seen Cameron. I know there was a lot of people that were golfing in this that I wanted to see. I wanted to see JT. I wanted to see Jordan, Tony, Victor Hovland, Bubba Watson. I wanted to see basically those guys, 100% those guys. Max Homa, which I'm disappointed that Max Homa didn't come out for a practice round. I haven't seen him playing. He's probably not in the featured group, but I hope he does well. But I was disappointed that he wasn't there. I wanted to give him a yeah, but you know, another day. There's another day for that. So yeah, we're walking down, and then all of a sudden we're getting down on 6, and you can just tell from a mile away that it was Jordan Spieth. I mean, I don't know if I have videos of him putting, but we followed him to the next hole, and I watched him tee it off, and I'll show you that video now. So it's funny because I know that Jordan, a lot of people, like me personally, I would love to just have like a Jordan only mic'd up the whole time. I know there's probably some stuff that he says that probably shouldn't be televised. I don't really care. But I would listen to that the whole time. In that shot, he said, I towed it a little. And he ended up in the left bunker. I have the full hole. I have like all the holes, that hole, every shot of that hole. But I'll just show you the drive. It was cool seeing him. The crazy thing is he's my age, and he's in a way better position than I am. Like, I would trade position with him in a heartbeat. I can't imagine being a professional golfer at my age. But it is pretty cool that I got to see him. So, when we were walking, it shows, like, the scoreboard usually. But during the practice rounds, it shows who's in front of him and what hole they're on. Well, we knew that Colin was in front of him, and we knew that JT was in front of him. So we're like, we have to go see JT. So we're walking. We ended up getting to hole, hold on, what hole is this? It's 10, 11, 12, 13. We're walking down hole 13. I see this guy wearing a full dark navy, like navy rain suit. And I was like, is that JT? All of a sudden, I'm not kidding, as soon as I said it, bam, the pre-shot routine half swing check. I knew it was him. So we turned around, went to where his ball was. And I actually have videos of him hitting his ball and hitting the putt. I'll show you now.
I'll get left. Oh. Shit. Tapping.
So yeah, it was cool seeing JT. He just seemed like super chill, super relaxed. Just a straight G, honestly. All these guys that I'm about to tell a story today, straight mean mugging, like looked good. Not like they were assholes. They just like looked good, looked ready, looked focused. So yeah, we seen JT, which was great. He's another one that's my age that was like crazy. So then we watched him tee off on 14, which he hit in the water. Now, I'll go ahead and show the shot.
Holy mackerel. Stay right. Uh-oh. Damn.
Now, why did I mention that he hit in the water? Because you see people like Jordan, these like top tier golfers, and when they're doing shit that you're doing, it just makes you feel better, honestly, because you're like, wow, they have miss hits as well. So I know as a practice round, he's probably not dialed in as he is during, you know, like on a Sunday, but he hit in the water, and you know, it just made me feel good. So we let him go on his way. And I knew that we had some people behind him. Ended up seeing John Rahm behind him. Not a huge fan of John, but here. Let me say this. It's gonna sound super like a bandwagon, but I don't mind John as a golfer, and I think he's a really good golfer. But I don't mind him when he is golfing good. When he's golfing bad, that's when he gets on my nerves a little bit. I know it's funny when like Jordan and JT like get all pissy when they hit bad shots. But when John hits bad shots or he's not playing good, it kind of irks me just a little bit. So I try to tend to not watch him as much. The same thing with Patrick Reed. Patrick Reed's a really good golfer, and the dude's like a crazy putter. Like, he's crazy around the green. It's kind of crazy because I seen him yesterday. I'm watching him on TV right now. But he's just another one that I'm not too hot about. You know, he's not one that I would go out and get a picture and autograph with. Would I golf with him? Yeah, so he can kick my ass. But so yeah, we seen Colin. I have the video of Colin. I didn't know it was him at first, but then I seen his swing, and I was like, that's definitely him. I'll show the video now.
Yeah, that's 100% him. You can tell that swing. Keep coming.
Nice. Bryson's out here somewhere.
Good shot.
Bryson teed off.
Good shot, Mr. Colin.
So yeah, you knew that was Colin by the swing. Pretty nice shot in my opinion. The one thing that I noticed right off the bat about Colin is on TV, he doesn't look that short, but he is short in real life. He really is. Like, I'm not saying he's like 5'5" or nothing, but I thought he looked a little taller. No, he's pretty short, and he can hit the ball far. So then we kept backtrack. Or no, what did we do after this? I think then we knew that Bubba was coming, and we wanted to try to catch up with him. So we went up and grabbed a drink. Came back, bam. Who's coming up on 14? The man, the myth, the legend. I'll show you the video right now.
And there's my dad. Nice to meet you.
So I got to see Bubba, and I'll pause it right now, that story, and just kind of give you a breakdown on who my favorite golfers are. So I think that everybody's favorite golfer is Tiger. I default him at 0. So I put 0, 1, 2, then 3. I think it's a sin to like not have Tiger in your top 3. If you don't have Tiger in your top 3, honestly, you're just a hater. Really, you're just a hater. Now, as your favorite golfers, I mean, what's to not like about Tiger? So yeah, if you don't have him in your top 3, just quit talking to me. The other funny thing, I need to grab this, but I'll keep talking. So my favorite golfers, Tiger, 0, and then it goes 1, Phil Mickelson, 2, Bubba Watson, 3, Tony Finau, and then 4 is probably going to be Jordan Spieth, and then after that it's about 10 guys. So it's kind of hard. You got like JT, Victor Hovland, and Ricky Fowler. I mean, I can start rattling off names, but my top 0 through 4 is pretty set on people that I enjoy watching and who would want to golf with. So I'm gonna need a knife as well for this box. If you aren't watching visually and you're watching on Spotify, listen, I'm gonna need you just for this episode. You're gonna need to go on YouTube just to see these videos, because like when I'm like, oh yeah, here's the clip of this, and then you're listening in your car, understandable. But you need to go back and watch these clips just from a spectator's POV. You're gonna want to watch it. So yeah, Bubba Watson's my favorite. I put the 2 lefties up there because you got to support the lefties. So yeah, I'll put another clip of Bubba teeing off. His driver is sick. I don't know if you have a ping G425, but his driver is sick. So I'll put the clip now.
He's still a G.
So he teed off in the back, and I guess I should preference this since it's about to get wild. The story is about to get wild. It was 1 pro per group, and then they had like a celebrity with them for the Pro-Am. I didn't really notice until a couple holes later that there were celebrities there, but we'll get to it. So Bubba tees off of the tips, and then everybody else tees off of like the men's tees, not the pro tees. So he's walking across this bridge, and I mean, Bubba Watson, he's my favorite player. I actually won his trick shot challenge, got his autograph, got a ping visor, and he's walking across this bridge, and he's from me to you, like the camera. And I just gave him a simple aw. He's wearing this peach polo. I can't remember what color pants, and some like black and gray Jordan 4s. And I was like, looking good today, Bubba. Nothing. 0 reaction out of this man. No thumbs up. No little Bubba dance. No smile. No wink. Didn't even acknowledge me. And at first I was like, wow, Bubba stiffed me, bro. Bubba straight up just ignored me. And I was thinking, I didn't take it to heart, because those guys are different breeds. And I watched the video after, which makes complete sense, of him talking about how Phil talked about when he won the PGA Championship, how mentally focused he was the whole time. And I think Bubba was working on that. Just when he crossed that bridge, and I was like, looking good today, Bubba. He just was dead set in the fairway, just looking at the fairway, didn't acknowledge anybody. So I might have got stiffed that time, but the next time I know I'll get a reaction out of Bubba. I'm pretty sure, like, if I could have had a little conversation with him, he probably would remember me from the trick shot challenge. The other thing that I should mention in this is, like, these guys aren't dickheads, because I know that they probably get briefed by their managers or their agents, or even the marshals there. They had signs everywhere of no fist bumps, no handshakes, no selfies, no pictures, just no physical contact where they can be within 6 feet due to COVID. So I live in Ohio. COVID is still like pretty strict here. They're starting to lift it. Like, I know once we got in the tournament, a lot of the fans and the spectators weren't wearing masks because people are just like YOLO. But a lot of people weren't wearing masks, and I think that's why the players were like that. They weren't allowed to do it, and they probably, the other thing is they're there to compete for a bag, and if you test positive for COVID, which I'm pretty sure they test a lot, if you test positive for COVID, you can't play in that tournament, which you're screwed. So I'm pretty sure they don't want to put that on risk. Makes sense. I'll go ahead and skip to the Colin Morikawa story. We're on 18. Everybody's finishing up. We're watching Cameron Champ in his group, and then Victor Hovland was behind it, finished on 18. And my buddy's like, hey, there's Colin behind us at the putting green. He's walking towards us, and I just was like, hey, Colin, do you mind if we take a picture? He's like, no, man, I'm sorry. I actually have to practice. That's basically all he said. And then he was like, I was like, okay, I understand. Good luck, man. And he just said, thank you. So, like, he rejected me in the nice way. Pretty sure if COVID wasn't a rule, he wouldn't have rejected me. But also the other thing is once he takes a picture with me, he's got about 5 other people that are watching, and he's going to get rushed that whole time he's walking down that little path. So it's understandable. Colin's a cool guy. I'm glad he's doing well. He's first place right now for Thursday, which this is when I'm recording it. So, the other people that I've seen, Cameron Champ, we've seen John Rahm there, and then we ran into another one of my favorite golfers. We were walking up from 11 to 10. Bam, I see the ping, and you see probably the flyest, as far as dressed, flyest dude that day, Victor Hovland. If you're watching Thursday, he's wearing that black jacket with a white stripe, got the black and white hat, black and white shoes, black pants. Looks like a straight G, ready to come there and beat some ass in golf. I know he's in this afternoon group, and I know he just teed off, but we're doing the weather, but I am rooting for him to win. I know Colin and Xander are both doing well. I would like for them to win, but if I had to put money on anybody, I'm putting it on Victor Hovland. That's who I want to win this week. So yeah, we've seen Victor, and then after Victor, like I said, on the board it showed everybody what hole they're on, how close they are, and it didn't show Tony's name, so I knew Tony was close. So we looked it up on the app, and he was coming up. So then Victor gets off. We watch him tee off. I'm actually going to show a video right now of me walking up to Victor, him putting, and him teeing off.
Right now, that's Victor tee off. Yeah. Watch Tony and Victor, then move on back. Find Bryson and Ricky.
Go in.
Oh.
Good shot, baby. Dude. How do we catch it right in the middle of the fairway?
So yeah, by the way, Victor's a pretty small guy, and he hits the ball far. My throat's itching from talking so much. I probably need to grab a water anyways. So yeah, Victor is a straight G. And yeah, he hits the ball a mile. Like I said, I hope he does really well. But right after Victor, we thought Tony was coming up on 10. So I was standing there, and all you see is this big dude, massive. I mean, you could tell he was tall, walking up the fairway, and I was like, that's got to be Tony Finau. Well, all of a sudden he gets closer. Guess who it is? It's Larry Fitzgerald. Like, we're thinking, what the hell is Larry Fitzgerald doing here? That's freaking dope. So I'll put a video of him walking up to the green, just straight looking clean as can be. So yeah, that's what he looked like. I didn't really watch his game. He was with Patrick Cantlay. Patrick's another good golfer that I think he's a good golfer. He's just not one that I watch all the time and have like grown, you know, a lot of these people that I do like is because I've watched YouTube videos of them doing podcasts or videos outside of tournaments and on TV. That's what I grow to like people. That's why I like Tony so much, and Bubba, and Colin, and Rory, and, you know, Ricky. They all do stuff outside of golf to where you can, like, kind of interact, you know, learn more about them, like who they actually are. So, yeah, we've seen Larry Fitzgerald. We were a little shook by it. But we were like, okay, we need to go find Tony. So we're walking back, walk all the way down 10. And then this is like the funniest interaction that I had with a pro. When you're walking down 10, if you're watching teeing off 10, they'll go down the hill and they'll go left on this cart path. And then there's a bridge there. Well, on the other side of the bridge, when the players are walking down, they'll rope off that bridge so people, like spectators, can't go through there so that the pros can go through and get on the fairway. Well, we ended up walking through there, and then all of a sudden, we're down at the bottom of that hill, and I just hear, dink! Well, the last amateur just teed off. So I'm thinking, okay, what the hell? And I see the marshal just say, stay there. All of a sudden, we're on this cart path. Who's walking down the hill? Xander. He's walking down the hill. He's shoving a sandwich. I mean, he had to be hungry. The sandwich looked good, so I don't blame him. I didn't say anything to him. And I didn't get a picture of him just because, one, he was eating. I'm not going to do that to the guy. Seems like a cool dude. I put him probably in my top 10 as well. But I wasn't going to do it to the man while he was eating. So, you know, I just let him walk by. I did look at him, see if he made eye contact with me. I'd give him like a little thumbs up or a wink or like a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he made eye contact with me. But I do have a video of him walking across the bridge right after, and I'll show that now.
And there's Mr. Xander. He was eating a sandwich, so I didn't say hi to him.
So, yeah, we ran into Xander awkwardly. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, because I'm like, it was me to you, me to camera, how close he was. So that was cool. So then we kept walking down 9, and then I just seen like the slowest backswing of all time, and right then and there I knew who it was. It was Sanjay M. Sanjay M. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm probably butchering it. He's got like the slowest backswing on tour. Has to. Easy. I mean, he literally like starts off and then he like comes back, and then like it looks like he has a really fast backswing, and someone took like 10 frames and then put Twixer in until the top and then put it back at 100%. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I have a video of him teeing off. So yeah, that's the video of him teeing off. Pretty cool seeing him. And then we keep walking, and we get up on 7. We're at 7's tee box, looking at 6. Who is it? Now I'm gonna ask you to pay full attention to the next 5 minutes of this, because it's the best part of the story. So we're walking, and all of a sudden I just see this Nike hat. I'm actually gonna show the video because I want you to try to pay attention to the people who are before him. See if you can pick out anything crazy.
Dude, straight G. Gosh. I told you it's dog.
So yeah, we've seen Tony Finau. Tony Finau, like I said, one of my favorite golfers by far. I would love to have him on the podcast. I would love to golf around with him. I think he's only like 2 years older than me. Just like super good dude. And I have some crazy videos of him hitting bombs. So we watched him tee off 3. And honestly, I'm just going to show you the video, the full video, so you get the full live reaction effect of what happened.
Oh, come on, baby. Stay right. Oh, yeah, baby.
And here's Pete Manning's coming up next.
Wait, huh?
That's Pete Manning there in the white hat and the blue jacket.
Pete.
Holy Pete. Put his glove on. You're fucking Pete Manning.
So, yeah, out of nowhere, Peyton Manning's there, okay? So now Larry Fitzgerald's there, Peyton Manning's there. Then we start tying some stuff together. We're like, what the hell? The guy was also like, yeah, Eli Manning's here as well. So we're like, what the hell? I kind of skipped a part. When we were going down 10 before we met Xander, I seen Hideki's name on the board, but we didn't end up seeing him. We couldn't find him, and I was like, yeah, he's Masters champion. Obviously, I want to watch him like hit a shot, maybe get a nice little recording. Didn't see him at all. We walked past him. We had to have, because he was between Larry Fitzgerald and Xander. We just missed him. And you want to know the best part about that? Steph Curry was freaking golfing with him. We could have seen Steph. I've seen Steph in person before. I've went to a Warriors game and got some autographs and pictures close to him. Well, not with him, but close to them. But it would have been cool to see Steph out there. And I didn't learn that until we seen that Peyton was there. And then I looked on the PGA thing, and yep, there it is. Steph talking to JT. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. That would have been dope to see Steph there. I'll watch him. So, yeah, Peyton's there. Larry's there. Eli's there. Steph Curry's there. Golfing with these guys. So, Tony and Peyton hit their shot on 3. Tony ends up hitting a monster birdie putt on there. We're walking down the hill. And then 9, you can stand right behind the tee box. And we're sitting there, and I actually didn't get this on video, but I actually had just like a little quick one-liner sentence with Peyton. So he's walking up. He's probably like, I don't know, 10 feet away from me. Tony's right behind him. I go, looking good today, Peyton. And then he has his hand on his hip, and he looks back at me. He goes, yeah, I'd say so. So it was pretty cool that he acknowledged like Peyton Manning. Like, I've been a fan of him for a long time when he played for the Colts. Been to a lot of his games. It was cool to see Peyton Manning there and get an interaction out of him, because I didn't get an interaction out of a lot of the golfers. But I think that it probably gets on their nerves, if I had to guess. But it was cool to see Peyton there, get a little interaction out of him. And then I'm just going to show you this video. So this is going to be a video of behind Tony Finau hitting a bomb, okay? The reaction is me. I know I probably reacted a little bit much, but like I said, it's one of my favorite golfers. And this dude, I'm telling you, a lot of people talk about Bryson, but this dude could hang with Bryson. Easy, no doubt. I'm going to show the video.
Yes, sir.
Big yaps, baby. Good Lord.
So in that video, like I said, it doesn't do justice. You need to go and actually watch these guys hit. The sound, the ball flight, how far. I mean, it is different than anything you've seen in your life, and you need to actually go and watch this. So, yeah, I honestly thought the coating was either going to fall off the ball or his head was just going to just be in pieces. But he hit a monster shot there. And it was cool to see Tony live in person. I didn't even get to say much to him because Peyton was there. And Peyton had a huge crowd following him, more people than Jordan or JT. And I was surprised at that. But Peyton is probably the most famous out of anybody who was there. Steph, maybe. But we missed Steph. And I didn't walk by too many people, maybe because he was golfing with Hideki. He may not have the most popular following in the U.S. I don't know. But, yeah, we completely missed Steph. So then we backtracked again just to see, I mean, this dude, I know I talked about this yesterday. I don't know where they are. So I used TP5 Pix balls. This dude is the reason that I use those balls. He's the one who came up with it, Ricky Fowler. So you see Ricky, he's in all black. He's got these sunglasses on, and he's just right at the fairway on 6. Wait, no, is it 7? It's 7. So just off the fairway. I got a video of him walking up, so I'm going to play it now.
Absolute G. Oh my goodness. He's just pimping right now.
So you could tell Ricky's just looking dialed. He's just looking like a straight G. I know he was doing well at the start of the day. I don't know where he's at currently, but it looked pretty good. I do have an up-close video of Ricky on that par 3. His swing is just so silky smooth. Holy. My favorite part about Ricky is if you watch like Justin, he comes up. He's super steep. But if you watch Ricky, he comes back, like back behind him, and his hands are like below his shoulders. And then he comes through and he has like this little like whip. I freaking love his swing. So yeah, we got to see Ricky. I'll show the video of him hitting now.
Good shot.
You can't really tell in that video, but he hit a really nice shot there. I think he ended up parring that. And then I tried to get the same POV behind Tony with Ricky.
I had a shot.
That's a shot right there, Ricky.
That was the last person I think that we needed to see. So we went back to the clubhouse and went up to 18. This is when I had the interaction with Colin. But the one person that I did want to see actually hit a ball in person because it destroys it is Rory. So we heard that Rory wasn't actually going to be out for a practice round. So we go up to the green. We go up. We're sitting behind 18 where I had the interaction with Colin. And guess who's on the putting green? I'll show the video.
Oh, look who we spotted, Mr. McElroy. Hey, Mr. Steve.
Mr. Rory sitting on the putting green, putting, and like I said, he was only there for about a minute and a half. I don't know how long he was on the putting green, but then next thing you know, I looked. We went and watched like one shot of Cameron's, went back to Rory, gone. So he was probably doing a lot of stuff on the range, had time to get on the green, and then went back to the range. And then, like I said, we watched Cameron Champ and Victor Hovland finish out their round, and then they were doing something, and I had to piss. So then, when you do that, you have to walk all the way back to get to where our parking is. You got to walk backwards to 9, to 8, to 7, and then to 6. And then the 6 tee box is where we're actually going. And when I pull up, who do we see practicing on 5? Sam Burns. So we got to see Sam. He was out there with like his coach. He was chipping and putting to like they had those white things. I don't know if I have a video. If I have a video, I'll play it. But they were chipping to these like little white things. They're like markers on the green, and he was chipping and putting to them. And then he grabbed his driver, and then we got to see him hit 2 bombs. And I think what he was doing was choosing which driver he was going to use. He had the Maverick, and then he had the Epic Speed. And I know that he hit the Maverick better. So he might be going with the Maverick this week. No, I don't know. But yeah, I have videos of that. I'll play it right now.
Shot, son.
I went through that story so fast because this is like my 4th time telling it. My throat's getting like sore. I don't know if I've told like the whole story, but honestly, just a cool day. Put it in my top 3. If you've never been to a PGA event, your first one, I recommend a practice round. I wouldn't go straight championship Sunday. I'd go a practice round because you'll probably get more interactions with the player. When they're actually competing, they're dialed. They're not going to give you any, they're going to zone you out. They're not going to give you any knuckle bumps and smiles. They're just going to be dialed in. So I would go to a practice round first to see who's there. And then you can decide to go to a tournament. But what I would recommend is just one tournament when you know, like, that's close to you, when you know you have a couple favorite players in there. Go to the practice round on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday follow around your players that probably won't make the cut. So just so you can see, you know, how they play. If they start playing like dog, then you can move on. But I would watch those guys, and when, you know, like say they don't make the cut, and then Saturday you can follow someone that you haven't followed previously that you've seen on your practice round. You can follow them on Saturday, and then Sunday you can follow the leading group. So that's how I would do it. I feel like that's how other people might do it, but there's just so much. I would like to follow around like Colin. I'd like to follow around Jordan. I'd like to follow around JT. I'd like to follow around Tony. So there's like 4 or 5 guys right there. You can't follow them every time. But, like, let's say, like, I fall around Tony and he doesn't make the cut. Okay, then the next day I can fall around, you know, Colin. And then let's say, you know, Jordan's playing pretty good, fall around Sunday, and then let's say, like, JT wins, you know. That's how I would do it if you're going to do it. I know that I'm thinking about going to the championship round this Sunday. It kind of depends on who's leading, like who makes the cut and stuff. I don't know if I'd want to follow the leaders just because of the amount of people, but I would want to follow around one of my favorite golfers and just watch them shoot a good score. I know that tickets aren't that expensive. Sunday, the tickets are $150. And so, I mean, you go, you wake up. If they're the winning team, they're not going to tee off till 2:30. And so you can get lunch in, you can get there, you can watch them put around on the greens, and you can follow them all afternoon, and then you can watch them win. I think that'd be a pretty cool experience. Honestly, like I said, if you've ever been to a PGA Tour event and you've contemplated about going, I'm going to let you know it's going to be one of the best experiences you've had. I've been to basketball games, football games. I've been skydiving. I've won lots of awards. I've done a lot of cool things. I've played a lot of nice courses. This was probably the best. I'd have to put it up there as the best. Skydiving was pretty dope. But seeing like all these guys and how good they are and how nice the course is and just wanting to play golf, my golf obsession is just ridiculous right now. And that made it even worse. Like I said, it made me want to actually compete. Before we talk about that, I know you guys have heard me talk about the freaking 9-iron. Surprisingly, guess what came in? I think it's my 9-iron. I don't know if you've heard the story, but I've unboxed 2 6-irons that I have over there in the corner. I've had them for about 2 months. I've been without a 9-iron for about 2 months. I lost it in a round with my dad, but I'm hoping this is it. They're actually supposed to send me a sleeve of balls, those shitheads. I've been dogging Callaway for a while, and I've thought about switching all their clubs. I still have their irons. I still have a 3-wood and a 3 hybrid of Callaway. But I'm telling you, it's really going to depend on what's in this box, whether I stay with Callaway or not. Ping's been really, I've been really looking forward to using a bunch of Ping stuff. I hit some Ping irons. After the tournament, we went to the PGA Superstore. I did hit some Ping irons. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm nervous. Okay, so they gave me a different grip, which is cool. Like, I actually like this grip. Pretty dope. I know a lot of people use this grip. So the long story was they had it in the wrong inventory. They were pulling from the wrong inventory because, okay, so it is a left-handed club. I was hoping, that was my first scare, that it wasn't going to be a left-handed club. No, they sent a 6-iron. So what they do, I called them, was like, hey, you guys sent me a 6-iron. I ordered a 9-iron. Sent me another 6-iron. By the way, those bitches didn't give me balls. They said they were going to give me golf balls. I didn't see no golf balls in there. So then I called them back for the 3rd time. Then they now knew me as the guy who ordered a, they called me 6-iron guy. So they knew me as the guy who ordered the 9-iron but got a 6-iron. And, yeah, that's pretty sad when I kind of like these grips. I fuck with them. The Golf Pride grips. All my other ones have just normal Callaway grips. But, yeah, then they were like, oh, sorry for the inconvenience. We'll send you a pack of balls. What ones you want? I was like, Chrome Soft Triple Tracks. Obviously, I didn't get any Chrome Soft Triple Tracks. But it's looking good because the shaft isn't as long as I thought it would be. I think we actually might be in oh, my gosh, we got the 9-iron. Callaway, you saved yourself, you little shits. You did a half-assed job, but I'm so surprised that I actually got my 9-iron. Holy shit. But you didn't give me no golf balls, so we're still on a little, shaky terms, buddy. What's this? This better be my certificate for $50 to get golf balls. I don't think it is. But yeah, this has been a 2-month thing, and you don't realize how much you need a club until you're sitting at that yardage. What's this? Oh, this is my custom ticket certificate. But like 165 when I'm sitting there, I'm either like putting a pitching wedge and punching a pitching wedge as hard as I can, or I'm quarter swinging, like 3/4 swinging a 8-iron. So I'm glad I got the 9-iron back. We might actually be able to hit some like really good scores. Here it is. I'll just show you real quick. Nice, crispy 9-iron. And we got the good grip. I kind of like this grip, bro. We might switch all of our grips to this. Just re-grip all of our clubs. But yeah. So the last thing that I want to talk about, since we got our 9-iron, made my day. Tomorrow's Friday, so that's dope. I'll actually be able to go golfing and use my 9-iron. I won't have to, I've been purposely not hitting to that yardage so I didn't have to use my 9-iron. Fucked up, right? So, the last thing is, Monday on Memorial Day, we went golfing at this course right here, and me and my buddy were just, having fun, playing around a golf, and the marshal comes up to me, and he goes, hey, I need to talk to you, and I said, why? He goes, do you know why I need to talk to you? I was like, no clue. Basically, in Ohio, there is an administration that has lefty-only tournaments. There's a lefty-only tournament in July, and he gave me the pamphlet for it. There's a $100 buy-in, and there is prizes. So, me and my obsession of wanting to compete has officially started. I feel like it's God. I ask him for all these things, and he'd be like, hey, I want this. This is him delivering it. I was like, I want to be a professional golfer. Well, I'm pretty sure that is a sign from him saying, hey, here's your opportunity. You better golf in it. Because what if I win it, and the next thing you know, ping is like, hey, I seen you using a driver. Do you want to get fully fitted? And become an ambassador, make content with our pros and all that. Absolutely. So I'm gonna do it. It's a $100 buy-in. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I can document it, but I definitely will do a podcast about it. 1,000,000%. I think it's a cool thing. I'm glad that he came up to me and he was like, yeah, lefties only. So basically what it is practice round is Friday. Saturday, shotguns start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then after the round Saturday, they will put you in groupings of people who are around your score, and then you will play Sunday with those people. I don't know how many people's in a group. I don't even think there's going to be that many people there. Like, it's got to be like the amount of people who golf left-handed has got to be 3% of golfers are left-handed. Like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty small. It's pretty rare to be a lefty. So it's got to be really small. So I can't imagine that many people there, but I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to try to shoot low. I will shoot a video between now and then of me at the course that we're going to play. It's only about 20 minutes from me, so I don't have to do a hotel. I don't have to do all that crazy stuff. I can just literally leave my house 20 minutes down the road. Boom, bop, beep. Hopefully I shoot a good score. But yeah, I really hope that this whole podcast, I'm going to see if it's still recording. It is. Thank the Lord. I'm so glad that this actually worked for the fourth time. And like I said, I'll try to get this camera dialed in. I don't really know. This is what I've been shooting my recent videos with. if you guys have suggestions of what the name could be. I've been looking up golf puns. I think it'd be cool to have a golf pun title as a thumbnail. The Big Yaps Only is just a thing that me and my friends talk, like that's our chatter between me and my friends. Hit big yaps, hit big drives. If you guys have something better, I would be happy. I'm open-minded to whatever. If you have something catchy, you know, that I can like put on a t-shirt or make a logo out of, I'd do it 100%. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching this. Like I said, go to a PGA event. Watch this tournament this weekend if you have time. Honestly, get the PGA, get Amazon Prime app, and then buy it. You can watch it while you're dicking around. I might go to the Sunday, round. I don't know yet, but yeah. These videos are probably going to come out on Wednesday. The podcast Wednesdays on Spotify, Apple. I'll be working with that to try to get that on Spotify and Apple as quick as possible. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think down in the comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to watch some golf content, come to the YouTube. I have a couple Beat My Records up, a couple course vlogs. We're going to be making more content, so it's coming on the way. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.